Hi, so I just posted a blog on the Shira website and I wanted to add a little bit of personal commentary to it. I did include in the headline the word unintended because I'm trying to stay hopeful and to give human beings grace. But I also wanted to share some things that we've seen happening in just the last couple of weeks at Shira. Um, and I don't want to say it's enough data points yet to call it a trend, but there's definitely a shift occurring that ties back to the return to office mandates occurring at the same time as these recent DEI dissolution of programs and funding. So one of the things we're seeing is some of our members who tend to be women working out, getting paid to work outside the home, is they're coming to us and saying they're worried about their income, with the dissolution of HR programs, DEI programs, even marketing programs that focus on community and inclusion, and their company taking a more proactive role in the community around diversity and inclusion. Women tend to work more than men in roles like that, in nonprofits, in DEI, in HR, in marketing, more so than men. And we're seeing already women reaching out saying they're worried about their job. They're worried about their income. So that's one thing. The other thing is just the return to office mandates as a whole. It seems like the removal of DEI funding and this movement to get rid of DEI, it's empowering corporations to then double down on the return to office mandate and make the return to office policies even more enforced. Admittedly, they seem to be weakly enforced prior to this administration. And the other thing we're seeing is that women, moms, our customers are coming to us and saying, I need you even more at the same time. Even though I'm worried about my job, I'm worried about my income, prices are going up on everything. I am also being forced back to the office and I simply don't have as much time. I don't have as much time in the morning to get things done. I'm having to drive to work. I'm not able to throw that load of laundry in between conference calls. And it's really hurting moms more than anyone else right now. The last thing that we're seeing is, and this flips over from the Shira member side to the assistant side, is we're seeing lots of women reach out to us applying to be an assistant at Shira because they're worried about their income. They are worried about having to lose their own job. They're worried about their spouse's job. They're worried about having to step away from their job. Even if they don't lose it, they might have to voluntarily leave their role because it doesn't work anymore for them to be forced back to the office. It doesn't work for their family, or they're worried about not being able to move up in their career as much as they could before because there's not as much support for women in the workforce and being as intentional about creating opportunities for women, especially women of color, in the workforce. And when women are already getting paid less on the dollar than men for the same jobs, especially women of color, there becomes less and less of a reason to stay in that job, to stay in the workforce, to tough it out and rise up in the workforce, especially when then those very intentional, programmatic opportunities are being created for them to see an opportunity, to see someone who looks like them up above them. So we're already seeing this trend coming through our website, coming through emails from our customers. And then you look at the data and it supports it. It supports it, right? Like, all the data, you look at McKinsey and Company's 10-year-old study on women in the workforce, and we know that moms, in addition to women, are more impacted by the work that has to get done at home, regardless of income level, regardless of the hours that they're working, regardless of even their income in comparison to their spouse's income. Women just take on more of the work at home. And I have to laugh because here I am recording this on a snow day when my kids are at home. And guess what? Guess who's home with them? Me, while I'm also running a company and trying to do the blog and the video and all the things. So I think we have to keep an eye on this. There's, DEI covers a lot of minorities, and it covers a lot of groups on the fringes who need a greater voice, who need more representation. So it will be interesting to see how this plays out. I hate using the word interesting because that is, it's not interesting, it's terrifying. But we'll have to see where it goes. But already we are already seeing impacts on real families, real communities who are coming back to Shira and sharing their fears and their experiences with us. And we will continue to share with all of you. So thank you for your support. And Shira is always here for you. As busy women, busy moms, busy families, busy parents, we have a workforce of amazing, amazing parents here at Shira who are thrilled to be able to support you. So we're here to help. Just let us know how we can. Thanks.